channel. Today's video is going to be my May reset, and it's going to be just kind of a little bit of a chit chat. I have a lot to catch you guys up on. It's currently 2 in the morning, 1:49. I did not have any time to film this today, and then I spent 2 hours finicking with my other camera trying to film this, and the lighting looked terrible, so I ended up just using this camera. Then I had to plan what I was actually going to say because my resets, if you haven't noticed already, have been quite all over the place. Typically, my monthly resets, I really wanted them to be productive, you know, me doing my cleaning, my goal setting, my schoolwork, just my typical reset routine. And that's typically what I do for my resets. But my monthly resets on YouTube have been completely backwards since April because everything has just been so packed. I have been so busy, and I just wanted to kind of chat with you guys. My last reset was obviously last month, and we did that one more productive. Even though I did kind of reset for this month, it's the 23rd, so it's the end of the month. I just kind of wanted to chat with you guys. I have a lot to talk about, and I just wanted to kind of update with you guys on some stuff that I'm thinking about and see what you guys are thinking and just get some ideas. So that's what today's video is going to be. So I broke this video down into categories. I don't know how long it's going to be. I'm hoping it's going to be short. It shouldn't be too long. It's just like a little, you know, relaxing chat. The sections we're going to do is an April recap, a couple of things that happened in April that I wanted to talk about, current updates and plans, stuff that's been happening in May that I wasn't able to touch on because I didn't get to do this May reset because all my resets are like a month behind. So I need to get this one out so that I can get the June one up June 1st, basically. And then I'm going to be going over goals and future plans for June and just stuff that I've been thinking about for the future. So let's just get right into all of it. For starters, I kind of wanted to recap some things in April. I had a video planned that was supposed to come out, and it was an announcement of something that I talked about in my April reset, and I don't know if I talked about it in another video, but it was something that I said I was doing, and I was hoping that was gonna go well, and I literally never was able to film the video. I got clips and little bits and pictures and stuff, but I never got to do it, and I thought I would share with you guys what that was. So your girl got her driver's license, which, oh my gosh, stay tuned for some driving videos now. I'm so excited. That just brought in so many different content ideas and so many different things that I can do now because I can drive on my own. But the reason why I wasn't able to film was just because number one, I was so anxious about the whole experience, and number two is it was a mess. So I took my test twice. I failed the first time, and I'm going to tell you why. I want to be completely honest with you guys because I don't want to sit here and tell you guys that I passed the first time because it's not easy, and I don't think we should put pressure on ourselves, especially as younger ones. Things are going to be difficult. It's just about how we adapt to things being difficult and how we adapt to failure. I did fail the first time. I actually did very, very well on the test. So I'll tell you a little bit about what happened. So if you didn't know, I live in the state of Florida, and for Florida, most or almost all driving tests are taken in a course or a parking lot. So a course or parking lot meaning a course that is already pre-made, unlike driving on the road, which is pretty common in other states. So most people will go out on the road with an instructor. In Florida, there's already a course with cones and stuff like that. So you're not on a road with other people. So that's what I had prepped for. I had watched hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Florida driver's test prep videos, hours and hours of it. Felt very, very prepared. Remembered these things like the back of my hand. Felt extremely prepared. Once I made it to my appointment, I drove there because I obviously had my permit. So I drove there with my mom. And once I got there, I realized that the parking lot was very, very small, and I did not see any kind of course, and I was very, very nervous. We were downtown in the city. It was actually not the city that I live in. I took it in a different area because that DMV was just open, like our DMV was just packed. Anyways, we were downtown. It was so packed. It was crazy, like so many stores, and it was just the weirdest location for a tax collector or DMV to be. I just was like, Mom, like I don't see a area for a course to be, and I got extremely nervous. And so when I walked in, I was like, okay, like, is this a course? The lady told me, no, you'll be going on the main road. We don't do a course here like most locations. So that had absolutely freaked me out and instantly spiked my anxiety level, and I was not anxious at all about it. Felt like I was so ready. So that made me automatically, like my radar was on now. Like, I was just so nervous. I had, by the way, another little bit of information. I had my permit for a year. So in Florida, you have to have your permit for a year to drive with your license. I had it for about a year and a half. So I felt very prepared, but I was just extremely nervous. But then I got to a point where I realized, okay, like, you can drive on the road. You obviously know how to drive on the road. So I went out for my driver's test. My instructor was really nice. We went over verbal questions. Verbal questions like, if you're parked uphill, which way do you turn your wheel? You have to show them your tires to make sure your tires are good, your horn, stuff like that, to make sure your car is in good condition so that you can still go out. And so everything was going pretty well. They take off points for almost anything, so be very, very careful, I would say, with that, and take your time. Do not feel rushed. I feel like when I'm nervous, I go faster. First thing we had to do was like parking, which I'm very good at, but I had to retry. I didn't go out of the lines, but I knew I wasn't gonna hit it the first way I was going in, because the parking lot was so tight, and that just made me like automatically nervous for the entire test. So I was just nervous the entire way. But basically what failed me all in all was towards the end of the test, you have to back up 50 feet while looking out your back window without looking forward at all in a straight line. And I had not practiced that. I knew it was on the test and I knew I could back up. I backed up out of parking spots. I backed into my driveway, but I just never measured out 50 feet. So I had done it with my instructor and he had asked me to back up 50 feet. What had happened was I looked out my back window and I didn't realize that you weren't allowed to look forward. So I looked forward. You automatically lose points, which you learn all this after, by the way. I didn't realize this during this. And then a car was coming. So he asked me to stop, park in the middle of the street, wait for the car to pass, and then proceed. Now, what I think happened was because I had to park, he just restarted the 50 feet because it felt like I was going much longer than 50 feet, like probably 100 feet. And I definitely started veering off towards the second section. So that's what made me fail. Everything else I actually got very good points on, but just because I couldn't keep it in a straight line, backing up 50 feet, looking out your back window without using your mirrors, that was a fail. So the next day, I had scheduled my text for the next day because I was so upset about it. Of course, that was like a day I dreamed of. I was very upset, but I was not hard on myself because I looked back at it and I did realize that I definitely went further than 100 feet. Now that I look back at my second test, doing it again, my instructor did make an error with the 50 feet, 100%. And my mom even said that too when I told her how far I went. I showed her the distance, but either way, doesn't matter. Basically, then I made an appointment the next day at a different location. Obviously, this one was a course, so now I'm expecting a different thing. I go to the next one the next day. It's a beautiful course. Driving spaces are pristine, much bigger. The entire area is much bigger. It just looks like it's meant to be a driving test area. It's not downtown with a bunch of cars. It was just perfect. My nerves were calmed 10 times more. So we go. I have a woman as my driver instructor. She actually asked me a different verbal question and I did get that question wrong, but I got almost every point right on my driver's test itself. I think I only got like 12 points off or something, and I got like way more on my first one, so I was very, very happy about that. And then I ended up passing the second one, and she said my driving was absolutely amazing, and my parking was amazing, my 3-point turn was amazing, and she said specifically my backing up was amazing because I had practiced all night after that incident. But all in all, I was just so happy, and I just relied on God and prayed, and honestly just it was in his hands because I knew that at that point there's nothing that you can do. I can't sit here and be hard on myself. You know you're gonna pass. It's not about dwelling on your failures, it's just about getting over it and doing it again. So obviously I passed. I'm very, very excited. I can say that I can definitely back up now from practicing constantly, and I am so grateful. And it's been definitely such an experience driving by myself. It's just so fun. Like, it's not like I have many places to go with doing my online courses, but it's just fun. Like if I want like a drink or something, or if I want to run to the store, just being able to pop out quickly is really cool. That's something that happened in April that I didn't get to touch on, that I wanted to make a full video on. I didn't get much of anything, honestly, because those days were very stressful. The day that I failed, very stressed out, didn't film anything after the initial clip. And the next day I was just so extremely nervous. So that's why you could probably expect why I didn't film anything. And then the only thing else that happened in April, outside of doing my online courses and being in school, is I actually took a trip to New York. So I mentioned this plenty of times on my videos now if you watch it. If you don't, if this is your first time here, welcome. But I live in Florida with my mom, and I go see my dad once a month in Massachusetts and summers for 2 months. In April, the week that I was going to see my dad, I ended up going for 2 weeks, and we went to New York. So we ended up going to the Met Museum, going out to eat, doing some walking. It was really nice. It was only a couple of days, but it was really nice. And we got to just see some artifacts, some ways that things were linked up to the Bible, and it just makes you appreciate the Bible so much more. So I'll definitely insert some pictures here of the Met Museum. Oh, I don't think I can insert pictures of the Met Museum. I don't know, they had certain guidelines, but I'll insert pictures from New York for sure. And then that's pretty much all that happened in April. Honestly, I'm just kind of going through like my pictures. There was a lot. There was definitely a lot. I did a lot of traveling, but I think now we should just move on from April into May because we have some things to talk about, current things to talk about that I just want to touch on. I have not been consistent. I literally say that all the time, but I just want to give you the reason of why I'm not posting videos. I am doing stuff. I promise. I was traveling, but I also filmed an entire New York vlog too. That won't be going up, I don't think. I just didn't make the video cohesive enough. I'm also just a perfectionist too. That's why nothing worked. Now moving on to current updates and plans. So for May has just been so chaotic, so busy. From the second my feet had touched the ground back to Florida, instant work and just grind time. Honestly, I had so many personal things going on, so many events. I had to cancel things with people, like just so many things that were going on. Things that took me out for days at a time. School. I will be ending my sophomore year on the 31st. So I'm hoping to see if I maybe can do like a finals week vlog or like a finals day in my life or something like that, like regarding school. But that has been crazy. I'm finishing my courses. If you didn't know my courses that I'm taking this year, I took Biology 1, World History 2, Psychology, Parenting Skills, Life Management Skills, Health, Language Arts. I think that's all of them. But I have 3 more courses left, and it's the 23rd. So I have till the 31st, and I'm finishing them all up, and I'm just so excited. I can't believe that I'm going to be a junior soon. It's just crazy to me how fast time flies. My goals in the future is to hopefully graduate early. I'd like to, because I'm doing online, kind of just do my courses on my own, and I do have that ability to just be able to kind of skip and just kind of like quickly do stuff. So I'm hoping maybe I can, maybe I can't. I don't want to burn myself out, but that's been what's been going on with school. I've been trying to be very, very productive. I have a lot of goals and just a lot of things that I've been thinking about. A lot of things, just this year in general has flown by so fast, and I've just been, I don't know, more than ever motivated to be productive in a way that's stressing me out. Like I've never been so motivated that I'm like, oh my gosh, like I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. And it's like, I need to get sleep, I need to do my homework, I want to wake up at 5 a.m. I want to work out, I want to do all this stuff. And it's just like, it's just jumbled all in my head. So I am trying to, you know, get everything together. I'm trying to implement a new habit. And the fact that it's May to me is crazy because I don't know, I'm just like talking right now, but it just scares me. Like the time is going by so fast. It's crazy. So I don't know. That's been definitely stressful for me this month. And that's another reason, like these are truly the reasons why I cannot get YouTube videos up, because all of this stuff is going on. And then on top of it, I am thinking about YouTube every single day because YouTube is fun for me. Like I love doing it. Like it's such an outlet. And I was talking to a friend today and it was so sweet. If you're watching, you know who you are, and I love you so much. But she was telling me how, you know, she appreciates my videos because there's nobody like wholesome to watch anymore. It was just so sweet. I just doubt myself a lot, and sometimes I'm just like, why am I even doing this? And then when she told me that she watches my videos, I didn't even know she watched my videos. It kind of reminded me why I love doing it, because it's not only for myself and for the fact that I'm just bored and it's a hobby, but I truly do love like just spreading kindness and just talking to you guys. Even though social media is definitely a very, very dangerous place, I feel like there are pockets of people that are able to spread goodness and spread kindness and spread love. And if you do it the right way, and if you have balance with everything and anything you do, if you have balance. So that's just been something that I was just talking about with a friend, and it just made me appreciate so much doing YouTube. So I just want to be consistent with it. All in all, bringing it back, I just want to be consistent with it because it just made me remember why I do it in the first place and why I love doing it in the first place. So that's been something else I've been really thinking about on top of just being productive and creating routines. I really just want to, by the end of this year, see myself differently. I really do not want to look back at the end of this year and see myself in the same way that I did in the beginning. That's kind of been what's going on for May. Now moving on to goals and stuff that I've been thinking about for the future. So number one, going along with what I just said, being more consistent despite the fear of being seen. I definitely have this inner fear, which I feel like everybody does, of being seen by people you know. It's just funny, like, I don't know, YouTube has always had this thing of like being embarrassing or being cringy, but it's just something I have to get over. Everyone has to get over it because it's fun, it's a hobby, and you can't let stuff like that hold you back from doing stuff that you love. Another thing that I wanted to talk about on a serious note when it comes to YouTube is the optimistic outlook. So I wanted to talk to you guys about updates because man, has this been a mess. I have not only not been consistent on my main channel, but the optimistic outlook has not seen a video in months. It's because I really didn't know how I want to approach that. I really didn't know what I want to do with that. I really didn't know where did I want to take that, honestly. I couldn't really figure that out, and I finally figured it out recently. So this is my little announcement and kind of just an idea. I have a very, very deep interest in psychology, and I took psychology, like I said, just the way the mind works. I love anything motivational, positivity, productivity, spreading kindness, spreading love, everything just like that. And I love listening to podcasts. I'm not in the place now where I can create an actual podcast and figure out all that and figure out how to have a podcast, but I would love for that series to be like a podcast. Now, before it was similar to that idea, but I was gonna have it be vlog style and all that stuff. Now, I think the optimistic outlook is just gonna be sit down videos, and it's just gonna be topics on psychology, mental health, productivity, motivation, wellness, everything, so that we can just have these girl talks or just sit down chats just like this one, but on more specific topics regarding deeper level conversations. And then we can have obviously my main channel for the rest of the fun vlogs. I love podcasts and listening to interviews and just stuff like that. So I figured it'd be fun, and we're still gonna keep it lighthearted and spreading love and positivity, where it's not gonna be boring. We're still gonna make it fun. And yeah, so I think that's what I wanna do with that. It's not 100%, but updates on that will be definitely coming soon. Okay guys, so I'm coming in really quickly editing. Sorry about my appearance and the glare from my TV on my glasses, but I wanted to come in and let you guys know that since filming this, there has been a lot of updates to the optimistic outlook and some really, really fun big things that I have worked on with it since literally saying this in this video, and the announcements and the stuff that I can't wait to tell you guys should be coming out in the next couple of videos. And I'm literally so excited, but I'm just really excited where I'm going to take this series, and it's still along the lines of what I'm saying here, but just some really big things happened, and I've done some more research, and you could probably, some people might catch on to what I'm saying, but something changed, and yeah, so just stay tuned because it's gonna get very, very exciting, and it's a lot of new things coming to my channel. And yeah, so I love you guys so much, and I just want to let you guys know because a lot of these videos, like I said, have been very, very all over the place. This summer, things are going to start lining up. So my posting schedule is typically every Friday, and if I do another video, it'll be Fridays and Tuesdays. During the summer, typically I don't really stick to that. I'll just do whenever I feel, but right now it's just going to be sporadic videos, probably for this month, just while I'm catching up, or even if it's just like the first 2 weeks, because I'm just catching up from being behind this school year. So it's just gonna be like sporadic videos. Obviously this May reset is coming out in June. Like I've said, my resets have been behind, I know that, but my June one should be on track. My June one should be coming out within this week that you're seeing this video. So I'm so excited, but everything's gonna be coming out like sporadically, but they should be coming out in order now. It'll make sense soon after the next couple of videos, but just stay tuned. Within the next 2 or 3 videos, you will hear the announcement regarding the optimistic outlook, some more upcoming fun things with that. And yeah, so I just wanted to pop in and say that, and let's get back to the video. I want this channel to inspire people and not only have the vlogs, but also have videos that when you're left, you just feel motivated and you feel like maybe you got something from it. So those videos really are special to me, and that's why I've spent a long time trying to craft and curate what I want to do for those videos. The next thing I want to talk about is summer videos. Speaking of those coming out in summer videos, please stay tuned for summer videos because I I plan on being so consistent. Keep me accountable. Comment down below. I am extremely active in my community tab. My community tab is right on my channel, my YouTube channel, and you can scroll to the community tab. It's like where you can comment, but not on a video. And I always post my thumbnails there, like just asking questions, video ideas. If I'm not posting, you need to say, hey girl, what are you doing? I see you didn't post a video this week. What are you doing? So that I need to explain it to you. But summer, I plan on being so consistent. I don't know what's happening for summer right now because I had a lot of things up in the works. Last summer I was working, and I don't think I'll be working this summer as of right now. I'll keep you guys updated. If I do end up working, I don't know how consistent I will be, but as of right now, I really don't think I will be working. That's why I'm saying I'll be consistent on YouTube. But even if I am working, I'm really going to try to grind out a lot of videos in summer because it's just the perfect time to capitalize on such fun content. And yeah, I just really want a lot to happen during summer. So please stick around for summer. It's gonna be very, very fun for vlogs. So many different ideas for content that's coming up. This was just like a little chat. I just kind of wanted to update you guys. Even though this wasn't an actual reset, I just wanted to give you guys some announcements, some chatting, some updates, because I know it has been a while and it's just, I'm sure it's probably confusing on your end. It's just as confusing on my end. And I just, before I crank out videos, I like to explain, you know, what has been going on. I don't like to just, I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking everything. Maybe I could just be posting videos right now, but I like to talk to you guys and explain what are my thoughts. Like, I don't want to just post the optimistic outlook video and not post on there 4 months. So by the way, speaking of that, the first episode of the optimistic outlook video will be new. There was one episode out that is now a private video, so this will be a completely new situation. So I'm excited. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, it was just a little chit chat. I just wanted to talk. It's currently 2:30, so I'm gonna go to sleep now. But I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for sitting through, and thank you guys for staying here and just always being supportive. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for new videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.